Nearly. I've delayed Captain's Table. I've said, listen, you're going to have to wait tonight because Sarah Cox is on the line.
Yes.
So he said, yeah, he's very excited as well.
Well, hi to the captain. What's captain called?
Marcin. He's from Poland.
Oh, brilliant. And
he's actually driving at the moment, so he's kind of busy.
Driving? Do they call it driving? Is he captaining around?
Well, I mean, I call it driving, and they look at me and they're like, what are you on about?
Richie, what do you do aboard the cruise ship?
So I'm a cruise director, so I look after all entertainment on board, shore excursions, everything to do with guests, really. So
are you at sea now? Are you floating past Austria, or have you dropped anchor? Paint a picture.
So at the moment, I'm on the rivers. So I'm on the Danube. We're currently sailing through Austria, so I'm looking at my window now. I think I've just spotted Julie Andrews running around belting out a song over there. It's beautiful.
How lovely. And when you do stop, what will be sort of the best thing to do for the day? What are you recommending?
Well, tomorrow we actually stop in a place called Passau. And I love Passau because I've got a sausage dog and there's an actual sausage dog museum. And I've spent an absolute fortune in that gift shop. My Christmas tree is full of sausages. So, yeah.
Very cute. Well, enjoy that. We're going to whiz you back to Radio 1's big weekend in Swansea, July 2002, to see Destiny's Child. What a weekend. How old were you then, do you reckon?
Oh, my God. I was 13 or 14. So, yeah, I was in senior school.
I mean,
I remember being so excited because I went to the gig because my mate told me Wheatus were playing. They'd played the big weekend the year before in Swansea.
Okay.
And then we got there and they weren't playing.
No.
But I remember you were hosting, actually.
Yes, was I running around probably in a bootleg jean? I mean, you missed out. You missed out on Wheatus, but I would probably swap Wheatus, no offence, for Destiny's Child. I mean, iconic. And how was the weekend? I mean, they were quite sort of an attack on the senses, the big weekends, because they're just so full on.
You know what? It was manic because back then there was no sort of literally anyone could turn up. There was no ticketing. There was nothing like that. So it was just like anyone in Swansea went to this gig, and it was free, but it was just amazing. I mean, the girls came on stage, they just rocked the whole place. Yeah. And it was wet, it was muddy, but it was a great gig.
I seem to remember there was definitely some sideways rain at some point that weekend. I think I remember I was with Vernon Kay on a golf cart round the back. Really, really brutal. Now then, Madness 2019 with your brother Jamie. So you'd had a day at the races. So by the time Madness took to the stage, where was it? Near Swansea, was it? A racetrack near Swansea, is that right?
Yeah, so just a bit further out than Swansea, a place called Llanelli in South Wales, and there's a race course there. So we had a day at the races. We'd had a bad day at the races. In fact, I'm still waiting for my horse to finish.
Okay.
It was one of them. And then, there was a gig in the night. Madness were playing, and it was amazing. We got right to the front. So they came on, they did a couple of the hits, and then they did some of their newer stuff, which was great. But we'd had so much to drink. We needed to use Portaloo, so we had to go to the back, use Portaloo, which is when they did all their classics. So we actually missed what we were there for. But it was a really good gig. We enjoyed.
Well, excellent. Well, I mean, the thing is with gigs at the races as well, everybody's in their best bib and tucker and really poshed up, and there's often a few fascinators quivering in the crowd, and then people going absolutely mad to the music. It's quite a heady gig.
I do remember, actually, there was no beach ball, being passed around. It was a hat and a fascinator. It was quite fun.
Fabulous. Now then, let's see. So Jamie got married. Were we going to say well done to Jamie?
Yeah. I think we should. 2 weeks ago, he got married to the lovely Laura. We had a great day down in South Wales. And they've just come back from honeymoon in Portugal. And, they're just the most amazing couple. They've got 2 amazing kids, and I love them to bits.
Very nice. Well, we'll play then, because you were there at the gig for Madness. We'll play Our House. We'll dedicate it to Jamie and to Laura.
Amazing.
But first, from your first ever gig, Destiny's Child and Survivor. And you've been magnificent, Richie. Thank you so much for coming on.
Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure, Sarah. Thanks for having me.